All right, this is Chris Van Sickle here with Matt Wagner. How you doing today, Matt?
Great. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Matt, how's spring practice going for you so far?
Really well. Yeah, I've been having a good spring, being able to develop. Obviously, with the new coaching staff, the new OC, or it's new OC, I should say, but the new OC, it's been a great time. Coach Potter obviously has a lot of knowledge, so been able to get a lot more reps too. So it's been a really good spring so far.
Um, you know, that tight end room with Mount Louder there, it's extremely experienced. In almost any other Mountain West team, you would be tight end one. But in this one, you're probably technically tight end two. What have you learned from Mount Louder, and how good is that entire room?
Yeah, I mean, our room is amazing. I mean, with Coach Potter in the room, that dude's the smartest man I've ever met when it comes to football, to be honest with you. So having his knowledge, and along with Louder, I mean, I think of that as a privilege to be able to learn from him. Obviously, all of his football experience, and be able to learn the techniques, kind of the secrets he has after playing in game and those real live reps. So I love working under Matt. I mean, I strive to be able to take his place when he gets to the NFL.
You mentioned Nate Potter as your position coach. When did you first find out Nate Potter was going to get the OC job?
Yeah, I want to say Coach D told me when we were in a meeting right after the season ended, and he let us know that was going to happen. And I was super excited from there on out. I mean, I could guess it was probably going to happen. I mean, that dude's really smart. So, but yeah, we got told a little after the season, and then it ended up getting announced soon after that.
Having an offensive coordinator that was played offensive line and coaches the tight ends is maybe a little bit different. How do you think that plays into his play calling mentality?
Yeah, I mean, in high school, that's actually what I experienced for a little bit, a short time there. My head coach was the tight ends coach. I think there may be a little bias, but he obviously likes to rule it out of that. I mean, the dude's really smart. He loves running the football. His schemes obviously are amazing, and he obviously is scheming to win. I mean, he's going to get the ball to his playmakers, and we're finding that out this spring, and that's how this offense can be the most successful.
You're just a couple weeks in the spring camp, but have you seen any changes in the offensive scheme or game plan so far? Obviously, you're not going to give away any trade secrets, but anything that stuck out to you?
It's been pretty similar. I mean, we're trying to keep the same DNA. We obviously want to establish a run game. That's a big thing for us. We keeping the same schemes, and there is also Potter. Potter has a big thing on creativity. He loves creating those creative plays, those flashy plays. That's honestly what keeps the defense honest. So he's been trying to implement that a lot more as well coming into the season.
Going back to last season, the Fiesta Bowl, describe that experience. And you had 2 catches for 24 yards in that game. Describe what that felt like to contribute at such a large stage.
Yeah, it felt really good. I mean, obviously, growing up as a kid, you see those types of games, and you just I kind of took a step back for a minute that week going into it, and just I'm really playing in the Fiesta Bowl. So, and yeah, I got the 2 catches. That obviously goes with the team, and we tried to play a team ball. Maddox was playing really well, just trying to do our best out there.
The most important question: what was your favorite part of the swag bag from the Fiesta Bowl? What was the best item?
Yeah, we had the opportunity to get a mini Blackstone. So it was we had the point system, so we kind of decided everyone could decide on different things, but I chose the Blackstone. So that's been a nice gift.
I think that's a great call.
Yeah.
Coming into this season, you're obviously much more experienced. What do you think you learned, and where did you grow the most last season?
I would say that game experience. I mean, being able to make decisions on the go, I mean, that you can't simulate in practice. They bring a look that you haven't practiced before. You just got to be able to go back to your fundamentals and technique and just be able to do what you were coached to do and stay on your rules, really. And being able to have that game experience throughout last year and coming into the spring, that's really what I've been trying to focus on is kind of playing smart football when it comes to stuff that we weren't told by the textbook or the meeting room, stuff like that. So that's really what I've been trying to work on.
Some players do, some players don't do this kind of stuff. Do you have any personal goals going into this season?
I want a touchdown. That's my big one. I want us to win games. Really, that's always my goal. I mean, I love winning. I'll do whatever it takes to get a W, and that's all that people remember. Really, if you think about 2-3 years in the future. So being able to get a W, and yeah, this season that's my main goal is to get my first touchdown.
I think we all want you to get that goal. Where do you think you could see your role grow the most in this offense?
Yeah, I pride myself in my pass protection. Coach Potter has complimented that, and I was primarily the pass protector guy last year sometimes. But yeah, the pass protection, I obviously want to do a great job in the run game. I mean, Coach Potter does scheme to make the tight end a big block, a big role in the run game. If we can execute our jobs in the run game, that'll be great. And obviously, you want to catch the ball. So, yeah.
Just a couple weeks into spring practice, what have you seen from this team that has surprised you? Or where has this team grown the most?
I would say we lost a lot of leaders last year, graduating, going to the NFL, doing things after college. But I think a lot of guys have done a really good job stepping up. And we've had a lot of leaders, young guys, step up into that leadership role with that. I think Maddox, obviously, having the team and coming back with so much experience, he's done a great job. We have guys like Trell, Louder, Mace, the O-line, stuff like that. Those guys have really stepped up into a bigger role and been able to lead this team.
Last season, Dirk Cutter was very frank about just saying that you guys weren't a very good screen team. Last season, several times the screen play was set up for the tight end. Where do you think this team, and how does this team get better at the screen play?
Yeah, I'd say repetition. I mean, we obviously are working the screens in the spring. And yeah, that's a huge part of the game. That keeps the defense really honest. So Coach Potter has emphasized that we need to be very successful in the screen game to keep an overall balance in our offense. So we've just been, I think the biggest thing to improve on it is just repetition, really, and just trying to get those real life reps with our defense.
You mentioned Maddox Matson stepping up into a larger role as a leader. Where have you seen Maddox grow the most from last season into this spring camp?
Yeah, I would say the confidence level of Maddox has been amazing throughout this whole coming back in the winter. I mean, obviously he's one of the few guys that have the experiences he has, playoff games, stuff like that. So having him step up into that role, and he's done a really good job communicating with us. But yeah, he's like he'll come over to the tight end room, the receiver room, the running back room, just tell us the tweaks in the offense that he wants to see that make the play run a little bit better as we work as a group.
Behind Maddox, the entire quarterback room is unproven. What have you seen from those other quarterbacks in practice?
They've done a really good job, yeah. A lot of them have made a lot of really good plays. Obviously, new guys, they're learning the playbook, learning how offense works, but as they've grown exponentially through the last couple of weeks. I mean, we have Max and Caleb, obviously. We got Zeke, Jack. So those guys are really stepping up, and they're playing good football.
You have your first scrimmage this Saturday. The first scrimmage can sometimes be kind of sloppy. Coming out of that scrimmage, what would happen for it to be a success for the offense as a group?
As a group, we're looking at sustained drives, really. We don't need – I would much rather have a sustained drive that's 10 to 12 plays we get through, then a couple negatives, and then an explosive. I want to see a lot of consistency, not only out of myself, but as a team as well. And if we can keep the consistency level there and eliminate a lot of negative plays, win on first down is a big goal for our offense, staying ahead of the chain. So if we can see that consistently on Saturday, that'll be a really good step for us.
Final question, and I want to thank you for taking your time out of the day to meet with me. Spring break, did you have any fun? Any fun plans for spring break?
Yeah, no, not really. I just went home, went back to Texas, hung out with the family a little bit, and then I came back here, tried to stay in shape. Obviously, having a spring break in the middle of spring ball isn't ideal, but I was able to chill out with my family, chill by the pool, stuff like that, down in Texas at least. Really hot down there, but yeah, that's about what I did.
All right, thanks again, Matt, and Go Broncos.
Yep.